got cryptocurrencies that are supposed to be green. We've got cryptocurrencies that are supposed to be private. But we don't have a cryptocurrency to replace the $7.2 trillion in time deposits just in the United States and China alone. That's larger than printed money. It's a larger market.
But you're not replacing a time deposit is when you loan your money out to a bank and you earn interest on that.
Not from the customer's perspective. From the customer's perspective, he locks up his money and gets interest. He doesn't give a fuck what happens
why does
after.
he get interest though? It's because the bank is using his money to...
That's not actually true. It seems like it should be true, but in reality, when you give your money to the bank, it is not an asset to them. It goes on their liabilities side of the spreadsheet. When you give your money to the bank, they only use that as an excuse to have a higher reserve that then they use to actually get the money they lend out from the government.
Yeah, and then they still.
So your money doesn't actually get lent out. Your money just acts as an excuse.
It becomes a collateral portion
right.
that they can use to increase
exactly.
their.
And that's important because the real money is the money they're getting from the government. Your money doesn't actually get lent out. Your money just fucking sits there.
No, but
it's a liability. Once the launch phase is over, after 350 days, we enter. Most of the bonuses go away. So there's no more referral program. There's no more speed bonus. There's no more critical mass bonus. There's no more viral bonus. Those multiply the rewards to stakers based on how many people joined after them. So the more successful the project becomes, the more the early guys get. Once that is over, we inflate it a maximum of 3.69% per year, which is less than Bitcoin has ever had. And it's a vastly superior inflation because in Bitcoin you have externalities. The miners get paid to dump the price. Bitcoin.
But you have 3.6% inflation in perpetuity.
Yes, however, it's delayed because people only get the rewards when their stakes have ended. A lot of people will end 5 and 10 years later. So for this period that's early, the first 5 to 10 years, you're going to have far less than 3.69 because all those guys that could have inflated it aren't inflated. What's cool about our system is in Bitcoin,
when you have unlimited supply, basically.
Yeah, but see, it's so misleading to tell people that shit because people. The supply increase only matters if it's being used to sell down the price, and it's not you that's getting it. In HEX, it's your ass that's getting the supply. If you're a staker, you're the one getting all the inflation. So for you, there isn't any fucking inflation because you're the guy getting it. So it's actually 0% inflation if you are an average length, average size staker. If you are an average length, average size staker, there is no inflation in HEX for you. There's inflation for people that aren't staked. They're being diluted. You're not being diluted. All the new coins are being given to you. In Bitcoin, that shit gets sold on the market to pay electric bills. Difficulty's at all-time highs. Price is not at all-time highs. They sell the fucking price down every time you give them money. And who are you protecting yourself against? The miners themselves. You're not protecting yourself from anyone else. It's a protection racket. The people you're protecting yourself with a hash rate from is the other SHA-256 miners. It's the same fucking guys. When we're the first currency in the world that has a chart of future market supply. In Bitcoin, you don't know when the Ponzi schemer is going to dump on you. Plus Token's got 1% of the coins. You don't know when Satoshi's going to dump on you. He's got 1 million coins. I think he's got 5%. You don't know when Winklevi are going to dump on you. They've got 1%. You don't know when the exchanges are going to dump on you. They got 6% just in the addresses that I know.